Well, welcome to Eggs Orchids on this sunny and bitterly cold day, and I haven't got much to show you. As you know, I've only got those 3 genera, but I'll do my best to put a nice little video together. Well, this is the old greenhouse that I haven't used for 6 months, and do you remember I had some plants that weren't flowering that I repotted in baskets? Well, I just threw them in here 6 months ago, and I've never done anything with them. I think I've watered them once in the 6 months. There's no heat in this greenhouse, and well, the temperature's been down to -4, and it's a real mess in here. I haven't cleaned it out or anything, but these are the plants I just left in here, and I'll bring the Dendrobium delicatum out and I'll put it in the other greenhouse and we can have a look at it. Well, I brought the plant in, and after it being outside for all that length of time, there's a bit of cold damage, as you can see on the leaves there. I think it's cold damage anyhow. But this hasn't flowered in the 10 years I've had it, and it must have had 40 or 50 growths on it. That I can see 1 or 2 of them are broken off, and they're going a bit soft. But the amazing thing to me is this. It's flowering after being in the cold weather for the last month at -4 degrees. It's flowering, and there, and there, all over. There's buds coming up. Well, unbelievable. So it just shows with these Dendrobiums, give them a good month of freezing weather, you know, to get them into flowering. I mean, I heard that, or I knew that you had to give them a cold spell, but I didn't think you'd have to go down to -4. I thought that would definitely kill the plant, but evidently it hasn't. There's another thing. If you've got these knobbly type Dendrobiums, you know, when you buy them from the shops, there's flowers from right at the bottom, right to the top of the stem, and then when you reflower them, you just get the flowers at the top of the stem. That's because I think that it hasn't been left in very cold weather. If you leave them in freezing weather for at least a month, you'll get the flowers from the bottom up to the top. Well, that's amazing. That I don't know whether to leave it in the warm place now or what. So if anybody, I would think, seeing as it's now flowering, that I think I should start watering it and giving it a bit of feed. So that's what I'll do. Well, I've put the plant under a little bit of light now, and I've given it a spray with some stuff that was recommended to me. I hadn't come across it before, and I'll show it you. It's SB Plant Invigorator, and it kills a multitude of things: whitefly, aphid, spider mite, mealybug, scale, all sorts of stuff. And it's also a foliar feed, and that's its name, and it's manufactured in the Channel Islands, Guernsey. You know, the place where, or the next island to where the Eric Young Foundation used to be. So whether this is anything to do with it, I don't know. But it's supposed to be a good pest control. But I believe once you start using it, you've got to spray your plants every couple of weeks with it. That's SB Plant Invigorator. Here's a couple of Arangus I bought last week. I said I was going to get a few, and this is Arangus. I think this one's Misty Cedar. Cost me about a tenner, I think. So I'm seeing what I can do with these. That's Arangus Misty Cedar, and the other one is, have a look. Oh, I'll drop the label off it. Is biloba. or I've got them the wrong way around, I don't know. But the two are Angus, and I'm going to see what I can do with them. I've taken them off the mounts and remounted them. I haven't put any sphagnum moss on because I'm not particularly fond of sphagnum moss around things. They seem to be alright for the time being, and then they seem to, I don't know, acidify and the roots seem to rot off around it. That's my experience anyhow, unless I'm doing it wrong. But we'll see what we can do with these two Angus. This is an old leaf dying on the Angraecum crestwood, so that shouldn't be long before that's dropping off. The thing that happens to these is that they grow up and up and up and shed leaves as they go up. So that started off in the pot there, and it shed its leaves. I mean, you can see where it's flowered before. All these things. Here's the buds that are developing. So we'll see what happens to that. It should be alright. In a couple of months' time it'll be nicely in flower. Now these grandies, I can't stop flowering. Well, I don't want to stop them, but you know what I mean. They just carry on and on and on. They drop a flower, grow another flower. A nice Fritz Schomburg. Must be its last flower, this. It's had about half a dozen on it. But this must be the last one. That's a cross between Kavakii and Besai. This is the Corolla Ardenauer, which has still got one flower on. It's been flowering for months. It's still a lovely little flower. A cross between Prince Edward of York and Chamberlainianum. Here we've got a nice spike coming up on the Phragmipedium giganteum. Fore-end crossed by caudatum, 31 inches. So that should be something to behold. Big plant. And it's in a David Austin roses pot. Well, here's the other plant that's been left in the greenhouse now, a Pleurothallus restropoides, and it looks like it's got tons of slug damage or snail damage, bit of cold damage, but it looks like it actually flowered. It spiked anyhow, and there's one or two little buds dropping down here. So that came into flower as in the -4 degrees. But I don't know what I'm going to do with this. It's growing a lot of more cakeys on it, and this one hasn't been watered for 3 months, but it's as dry as a bone. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this. If anybody wants it, come and pick it up. Well, that's about all for now. The noise you could hear on the videos was the motorways about 1.5 miles away. But the wind is blowing this way, and you can hear all the traffic on the motorway. It's the first time I've heard that. So thank you for watching, and this is just a short video. I hope it's been enjoyable for somebody. So until next time, thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.